I'm back in St Vincent, and this is a bit of a walk down memory lane. You can see the ship in the background there, just behind me. It's probably about 10 years since I came here, and I must have written Cruise Ship Heist 8 years ago. Maybe, I don't know, maybe more. But originally, the story, it starts in Panama Canal area, and St Vincent, where we are right now, is the first stop as they cross the Atlantic. Now, it's called Cruise Ship Heist, so really no sort of secret that there's a lot of money involved, which there is. In fact, there's millions on that ship. Not that ship, but the one that we use. In fact, it could be that ship because it's got a very similar deck plan. But in the story, Kieron and Georgie, who he's kind of fallen for a bit, they get off the ship and they manage to smuggle $4 million off. They walk down and they catch a boat. They get a boat and book a private tour out to Bequia, where they buy 2 villas. That's another story in itself. There's a few things go wrong, and when they come back, they're not together. Kieron is a bit upset, and he walks off up the hill and sees the church. Cruise Ship Heist is actually book 1 in the series, and we don't find out a lot about Kieron until about book 7, when his real past gets revealed. But he's worked in the army, he's been a bit of an individual, and he's got a soft spot for children. So when he has this dark period with Georgie, after buying 2 houses and thinking he had a great future, and I'll let the book explain all that's going on, he actually turns up here at the school and he donates a huge amount of money for the children in this school and meets a nun who he takes the bank details of, and throughout the series of books keeps donating money to the children of this school. So what is the name of this school?
That school
yeah.
is the Roman Catholic.
Is it?
School,
yeah. Which school do you go to?
The St Joseph Convent, Kingston.
And one over there?
Yeah.
Schools everywhere, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
How are you enjoying St Vincent?
I love it. Yeah, I've written a book about it.
Yes. It is a total slice of paradise, like
yes,
everywhere you go.
Absolutely.
And I hope you enjoy.
Thank you. And this is the courtyard where Kieron meets the nun, and he sees the thermometer board where they're wishing to raise money, and he knows he can help them with just what he's got in his backpack. Kieron's walking back towards the ship, and he sees a bar. Now, I've just walked past a pretty dark bar, but the dark seedy bar in the book is actually completely made up in my head. It's not any of these. But he sees the bar, he's in a dark place, and he goes in the bar and he has a few drinks, and then he hears the ship horn going, which means it's leaving. So he has to rush to get the ship. And there's another disaster that happens. I suppose you could say the book is a lot about how your life can change so much in just an instant. One minute you think you've got millions, the next minute you haven't. One minute you think you're in love, the next minute it's a disaster. I guess this is the end of the street where I kind of envisaged in my head that Kieron would be when he has that drink. And I did that because the ship is over there. You see the ship in the background. In the book I closed it up so they're really close together, because when he hears it going and he's had enough to drink, he decides he's going to run after the ship, which has just pulled away, and he makes a big heroic leap. What happens next, you'll get to know in the book. But it's not all bad. Take a look at Bequia and why he went there to buy the 2 houses he did buy with Georgie. You can see our film on Bequia and the 2 places that they booked just above Jack's Bar here on the Doris Visits channel. Please subscribe.